In this video we have another intermediate modern jive move that's got a set footwork pattern which comes off of a beginner's first move.
Now if you're following along, just make sure you check out the safety disclaimers. That's found in the video description below. And if you want to be kept up to date with all of our free videos, just hit the subscribe button and that bell notification.
So we're going to have a look at the in and out first move. Now we're going to show you two different endings. One is syncopated timing and the other is standard timing. And those moves are going to look like this.
So this is not for na-na. I'm just to say oh na-na-na. Have all bad days oh na-na-na. I'm hard to love oh na-na-na. God knows I need you na-na-na. And when push comes to shove, forever is never enough. I'm with you and don't fall apart. You make me feel like I have a higher beauty is my tonight. I don't wanna go another night. And when push comes to shove, forever is never enough.
So this move starts like a beginner's first move, and the first one we're going to teach has a standard timing ending, and if you'd like to learn the syncopated, we'll run through that at the end of the video.
So the first move, it starts left to right, leaders left, followers right, hands down at waist level, square on and nice and close. Using the back of your hand, push away, leading your partner into that step back. As I draw Lucy towards me, my right hand goes onto her hip and my left hand comes up to my left shoulder like a standard first move. From here, as I turn Lucy out to the side, leaders, you need to take your left foot back. So we're now mirroring each other with our outside foot behind, our inside foot in front. Now we're going to do a couple of little in and out steps, and we're going to do 2 slow and then we're going to do 4 quick. And to do them, we're going to start by putting some weight on our inside foot, on the ball of your inside foot, and you can use your right hand to guide your partner around to face you as we step in pretty much square on. From here, place the weight on the ball of your left foot, so that's the left for the leaders, right for the followers, as we then step through the middle. Now that's the second slow. So we're going to do that little progression another 2 times, so 4 counts in total, and we're just going to speed that up. So as we put the weight on the ball of our inside foot, we step in, the ball on the outside, out, in, out. At the very end, we're just going to do a little shuffle, a little 1-2 to face each other. So we're just going to go 1-2. We're now square on. We're going to go back the way we came, and we're just going to do it on the count. So we're not syncopating this timing, we're just doing it on the count. And we do this by it's the leader's right foot, follower's left. We're just going to step 1, cross in front, 2, uncross on 3. We then slide this foot, our outside foot, towards the inside and then turn our partners out to the side. So we're now back into our normal first move position. From here, you can either do a turn and return or push out. My personal preference is a push out from these sort of moves. So I'm going to lead Lucy forward and then just guide her through with my right hand as she turns in front, catching with either hand, and then stepping into return, stepping back at the end.
Now as with this footwork series we're doing, I'm showing what the move's like from the follower's point of view. But that doesn't mean, followers, you can just get on and do the moves yourself. You still have to hold back to be led in. So what we're going to do, we're going to show the follower's point from this position, and we've started with the turn out. So the first one is we're coming in to each other and it's slow. And what we're aiming to do is have our hips facing at this point. Now I feel Karen pushing on my back to guide me through on the left as we go through. So as you see at this point, our hips aren't facing each other, they're facing out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do 4 quick, and we're aiming to twist the hips each time. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do this little weight transference where we come in and we go right, left, and then we're doing the non-syncopated ending. So we're going to cross over and then just a little slide back, then rock back, and we can do our normal first move ending. So just a couple of little tips that will really help you with this move. When you go into the footwork bit, it can be quite quick, so try not to do it flat-footed. And what I mean by is putting the whole foot down, heel as well, because when you go through, it will make it very clumpy and it will be quite difficult to move. Just by bringing the heel slightly off of the floor, it will make the move much more quicker, and it will be much easier for the leaders to lead your followers through that move. So a big tip here for the leaders, you can make this move so much more comfortable for your followers by when you bring them in for the footwork session, wherever your left hand is, keep it there. So when we come into the footwork session, we can really push into it, and it helps us get that hip action which we're looking for. What tends to happen is the leaders think, I know, I'll help. So as we come in, they push the hand backwards and forwards, and it's virtually impossible to keep your balance. So when you come in, wherever that left hand is, leave it there so that your follower can push into your frame.
Now the final point is you don't have to travel a great distance. You can literally do this move on the spot. As I turn Lucy out to the side, I can bring her in and through a 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have travelled about that far. For some reason, for this move, especially if you've not done this move before, we get the we feel we have to go from one end of the room into the other, and we end up moving all the way through and out the door. So less is more. So you don't have to travel a great distance. Keep the movement nice and compact and nice and small, and then it will flow a lot easier. So when we put this move to account with the standard ending, it looks like this, and we'll do the syncopated ending right after. We go back into the side, out to the side, and slow, slow, quick, 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 and out. Then 1, 2, 3, rock, step, forward, push through, catch with the left, return, and back. So let's have a look at this syncopated ending. It's a little bit fiddly and can take a little bit of practice if you're not used to that kind of timing. Now at the moment we finished with a standard ending, and we've gone on our right foot and we've gone 1, 2, 3. Now we've gone on our right foot on the first count. With the syncopated timing, we're going to cross our left foot over and place that left foot across on 1. Now to get there we have to do a little half step, a little and step just before that first count, if that makes sense. And what I mean is we go and 1. So as we cross that foot over, we go and on the right foot, so we go and 1, crossing that left foot over, and then we can just uncross. Now because we've got there quicker, we just have to make up that timing by sliding for a little bit longer. So when we put it to reality, we would go and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and in. So we just drag that foot in a little bit slower. So obviously our partners are mirroring us as we do so. If I bring Lucy back in, when we get to this position, we've done our little pause step here, and then we're just going to do our little syncopated counting to the side. We go and 1, 2 and 3. And that's the difference between the normal standard ending and the syncopated ending. So let's just finish this whole section off then by doing this one more time, but with the different ending. We're going to come back into the side, out to the side, slow, slow, quick, 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 and pause, then a 1, 2 and 3, rock, step, back, through you go and catch, return and back.